Morning, everyone. Um, this is whatever comes out, but this is also about ancestors. And I kept getting, different messages and, whatever, and visions. For all these ones, it's not only about, my groups. And believe me, there's a lot of the groups and whoever they got. But this is also what goes on with others. And for my groups, who you done it to also. To others. Now, all the ones, that do whatever, with magic, stir up drama, lies, keep people from who they're supposed to be with, etc., etc. The long list I don't need to go through. You've been told. You had plenty of time to stop. And, little by little, you were getting the karma. Or something each time, but you never noticed it. And you were told that now everything is going way too far. And getting away with it. You were also told not anymore. The thing is, everyone forgets about ancestors. I said this before. Since I was young, I always wanted to know about my ancestors, but nobody knew about them, even though they grew up with them, whatever. And what's going on, with that's supposed to be, history, all these statues getting broke or thrown in the water. You know what's going on. But besides the point. Well, other than God, your own spiritual team, your ancestors, etc., etc. How? I don't know. Upset they are. It's like beyond the roof, you know. Now, everything that, you know, with the magic and stirring up drama, lies, and all that, I even said this, it's like repeating history. It just, you know, like a domino effect, you know, keeps going and going, generation after generation. You know, and the ones who are doing this, you know, you're following footsteps of maybe that's how you grew up or whatever, instead of you taking charge of your own self. Knowing that times are changing, you know, try to update whatever your parents, you know, if they're older. You get what I mean? Now, my ancestors and a few others came through, but I don't know who they are. But anyway, like the ones that been passed over for a long time, and, you know, like 10 to maybe 20 years or something like that. They've been trying to tell you to stop. Do not follow what I did. Just remember, you know, the good that you've seen, you know, what they did. Because, you know, when you go to heaven, you know, you think they just go to heaven. You know, obviously they have to, you know, get like flashbacks of everything, what they did that was wrong. I said this in my other videos, that you know, each ancestor, they have to help, get trained to help, you know, people who are grieving of them. But they also tried to, you know, help you to take the right path. You know, they don't just sit there, you know, play in the clouds. They do work up there. Now, because I couldn't get any answers, you know, from anyone, doing research and, you know, getting signs, learning to recognize them. You could learn a lot. Now, since everybody's talking about it, and all that, the ones that, God chose for each person, that's what I say, but others, they get hooked on, oh, soulmate or twin, whatever. Okay, it's just two people. It shouldn't be none of anybody's business except for those two. If they are a twin or a soulmate or whatever. Either way, before all of us were born, that's how all the ancestral curses started. And one of the family, or who God chooses, has to break that generational curse. See, I don't know, I guess we're jealous or whatever. So they put a curse on certain ones, or many, any of the family, to be blocked from love and everything. But whoever's the chosen one to break it, it's up to them. To recognize what's going on. But the thing is, you see, when I really got into what was going on, is because God made sure, and my spiritual team, and my ancestors, and whoever else I know, that I did wake up and realize I'm not going to get into, with the groups that I'm dealing with, the ones who tried since I was young, and then about, 4 or 5 years ago, something like that, continue to try to stop me. Well, one, it's not going to work. Not like in the past. You know, I don't know why. Like, really. Nobody cares. And I'm not saying everyone. I mean, yes, I did say everyone. I'm speaking about the ones, and they know who you are. I mean, I don't, but the ones who don't care about ancestors, you know, because they passed away or whatever, and maybe you didn't know them or whatever. But that's the thing. You know, people think that it's tough, you know, or, you know, I can't do this, or I can't get this, or whatever. How do you think they felt? What they went through? But they got through it. I mean, obviously, because we're all here. And that's why I keep saying, stop repeating. If, excuse my language, but, you know, sorry, you're bitching and complaining how tough it is, how hard it is, then why... Oh, bless you. You okay? You're being silly. Bless you. Wow, thank you. Go get your blankie to wipe your nose. Anyway, you know, why is it that, you know, instead of bitching and complaining, change it. Stop repeating. And I keep saying that. See, I'm repeating. But my repeat is different. Instead of... Really? Thank you. Wow. Anyway. You know, why don't you just make it better and stop getting into other people's business, worrying about, you know, what they're doing, what they're getting, whatever. You do know that you could get the same stuff as others. But apparently you don't. Because whoever these groups are that are constantly, every single day, thinking that you're still in my energy and all that happy horse shit. You're not. And you're not going to know what I'm doing. You see, years ago, I made that mistake. I used to, love, to have others, I don't know, be around me and share and told them what I'm going to do, tried to involve, with them. Oh, I'm going to do this for them. It didn't matter who. I even said, oh, I like this person or whatever. Or, oh, I'm going to go do this with my kids. Oh, why don't we, go together or whatever. No. Because it only bit me in the butt. So, I only say what I have to. And no more. And that's what it's called, being a private person. No one or anyone or anything should be in anybody's business. You don't have the right, and you didn't get permission. So if you want to know what I did today, well, let's see. Oh, I laughed because of, when I wrote up that post that I'm still here, more got sent because you got pissed. You thought I was on my last whatever, so you brought it on because I admit it. It was a lot. Oh well. Don't you think I know? I'm immune, okay? I wasn't born yesterday. And all the stuff coming towards me, didn't just start. I known it since I was born. And each time, I do get stronger and stronger. Even though, I have to admit, yeah, I have to recover. because it's constant. Oh, they're saying, someone said, well, that's why we do it constantly. Still not going to work. And I'm not the only one that's saying it. It returns to sender. Well, automatically, and right then and there. So everything that, you put me through and others, well, now it's your turn. Whatever you did. And was told to stop. Now, like I said, not only the ancestors that have been up there for a long time, all the ones that passed away that were innocent, they are getting briefed. Quickly. Like, I don't know, whoever you wished or sent magic, to off someone, well, comes back to you, and you've been told, not only by me, that in your family there, it will happen, especially if they're karmic or whatever. For you to watch. Well, they got briefed. And you thought the ancestors that were up there before are upset? Okay. They're beyond upset. The ones that got briefed quickly. And I'm not the only one that's saying, I've said it in the my other videos, how things are going to, pan out. I said things that, people are going to notice when people are doing rituals. How and what will happen, you'll feel electric, or whoever you get, they'll feel it, or something goes on fire or whatever. And I said, whatever, I don't know, you think you're burning up evidence and whatever, you're not. Like, how much you like to stalk people. I'm used to that. you know, I have my, bodyguards that follow me everywhere. So I'm used to it. That's because I was stalked, whatever, years ago when I was younger. So I'm used to it. But I don't think you are. But the thing is, you can't see my body, the ones who are following you. Now, the thing is, I'm off, well, for a while. For a reason. And when it's time, I'll be on all the time. Well, if God says so, but, or if I get messages. No one or anyone or anything is going to stop me. I'm not the old Sarah like before. And for the ones who are trying to get me pissed off, how I used to be, which I controlled, and I really controlled it. And said to myself, and I would never bring that out. Unless I have to. And all of you, it's not many left. That are going to be caught. You will. See that side. But I'll tone it down a little. Now, with the ancestors, now, they're supposed to be up there guiding, and with the real ones or whatever, the chosen ones, gives out the truth. There's good ones that do give out the truth. You know, we're supposed to listen to them and make it better. You know, so I'm here to give out love, peace, happiness, messages, whatever, to help people, to guide you. I mean, I don't know if I do or not, but, you know, whatever comes out, I'm told to put up. I mean, I hope it helps people. Thing is, why is everyone want to know what everybody's doing? To me, that's drama. Being nosy. If people wanted you to know, they would say something. Now, if people are like, is like me, well, was like me, that wanted everyone to, be happy and whatever, told them, oh, I'm going to go do this, whatever. But then people took that, tried to ruin. I don't know why, but hey. Now, like I said in my other videos, I'm not going to be to blame anymore or taking up for anyone who did me wrong or did anyone wrong. And that's how it should be. People helping people. I mean, what is this about, getting revenge or whatever? The ancestors are saying, only remember us what we did, accomplished. and how you do have it more tools to make it better. Don't do revenge. Look where it got us. Yeah, they're coming through too. Do you know how they are feeling? That, you know, that they tried, as a parent or whoever, to make it better for you, but they, I guess back then they didn't know how, and they did their best. How they knew? They didn't know it was wrong. Or if they did, or whatever. But deep down, they taught you right from wrong. Even though they did wrong, I don't know, occasionally or all the time or whatever. It's not only that, if you know that, drinking runs in the family or whatever, you know not to overdo it. Or they took drugs, you know not to do that. Especially if you have kids. And the ones that, think that they're masters and they can, put something over God. Oh, he's not going to see this. Let's do magic. What are you teaching your kids? I said this before. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. No one's better than anyone. I said this before. Today, yes, everyone has to work. Especially if, you're a couple. And that's another thing. You know that it's hard. Why is everything going up? You're only making it harder. I mean, really. I mean, maybe there's a, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And with, like, all this plastic, this the plastic that holds like soda bottles. I mean, it goes on other things. And it's always found in the water. And all these animals are getting caught in it. Well, first of all, you're supposed to cut them. This way, an animal can't get caught in it. But the thing is, why aren't these bottles being, like, given to I don't know, an artist that can make something out of it? Or I thought the bottles were sterilized and whatever, made into new or something. Why is it going into the water? Where's the trash going? I mean, instead of looking into other people's business, look around you to see what needs to be changed to make things better. That's my point. Thank you. I mean, I don't know. The ancestors are also, like I said, and others, they're tired of all this BS. And they're not letting you get away with anything anymore. I'm not saying with everyone, but, the ones who got away with it, you didn't acknowledge. I'm not the only one saying it either. You should be grateful what you have. And, what you get. See, every time you tried to block me, from whatever, I always find a way. So, technically, if I could find a way to do something or solve something, anyone can. See, that's what I used to say. Now, I will say, I mean, sometimes they'll play around, you know, they'll give me a hint because they know that I will figure it out. But I didn't get this far because of others. It's because I made a point to know God, my ancestors, my spiritual team, and whoever else, which I'm not going to tell you. I'm God's daughter. No one's going to change that. No one's going to change my having faith, whatever. Doesn't matter what religion you are, whatever. You don't believe in God, that's fine. I mean, you know, all religion has a God, but there's only one God. Doesn't matter what name. I'm still trying to learn all that. Sorry. And believe me, you know, I went to every religion where, you know, I say church. I can't remember the names, all the names. Sorry. And again, I'm sorry. I went to a synagogue. I went to, I forget what Greek is. You get what I mean. We went to all of them. Every Christmas Eve. That's what we did. And if we didn't get to all of them, Christmas Day, we went. You know. So, like I said, I'm here to spread love, peace. And asking for everyone to do that. I'm only one person. I can't get to everybody. And I thought I could help everybody, but apparently I can't. You know, I'm so used to doing everything, you know, alone or myself. But everyone always needs help. you know. So if you don't want to listen, to stop. From all of us that's been trying to tell all of you. Now I'm talking about to the new ones. Don't get started. Oh, okay. Bring that up. When I say the new ones, you see, it goes like this if no one knew. So before you decide, you know, you want extra quick money, look into it and use common sense. See, it goes like this. If you get hired, you need to pick up a package, okay, and deliver it. But that's all you know. Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. I'm not saying it. Ancestors are. Because they've been seeing too many of their bloodline getting involved with this. See, it goes like this. You pick up the package. You make $100 or whatever. But you don't know anything about it. What's in it? You know. Say it's money. I'll just say that money came from, oh, I don't know, from someone who had it stolen from them, from ones who do that work. But because, they need to, move it around or whatever, I don't know how it goes. You're picking it up thinking that it's being delivered. You're delivering someone's money who just got it taken from them. It could be drugs. Now, you're doing all this, making quick money. Do you think the ones who hired you, you get caught? are going to get you out? No. They'll just go find another sucker. See, the ancestors are only giving me a few things. But I'm told later they'll give me a lot more to open people's eyes, you know, to look around them, to help, you know, like we need to work on this, you know, to make it better. Since, you know, the ones who do the field don't open up their eyes either. And I'm not saying all. My videos are just getting it out there. I'm not speaking about anyone particular. I'm not criticizing of anyone. You know, to provide for your family, hey, whatever how you do it, I give you credit, but do it legally. This way you don't get caught. You know, so whatever, you know, I'm just getting it out there. Because don't you think that, you know, as the saying goes, you know, a parent always worries about their children. And it goes down the line. Do you think because they passed away, they're still not going to worry? Well, if you thought that, I advise you need to start to tap in to your ancestors. And recognize the signs. You know, when we give out messages, you know, we can't give out everything. We only give out what we're told. You know, unless you get a private one or whatever. But again, we can only give out what we're told. So this year, it it is going to be a lot of changes. And all the ones that thought that they got away with everything for a lot of years or whatever, uh-uh. So this is, I'm just giving out for, everyone to think about it. And for the groups and all that other happy horse crap, BS. I know a lot of you started the karma. But as you were told, that's the beginning of what God has for you. Along with the universe and Mother Nature and etc. But for my groups, along with what God has for you, like I said, I'll have something for you, but God's going to finish. I don't care. I'm not asking what he has in mind. That's up to him. And I'll try to be nice. Maybe. Don't know. Whatever he says. Tells me to be nice about it, I will. But the temper that you want me to put out, that I said that I won't ever do, if he says to do that, I feel sorry for you if he tells me to do that. Anyway. It's morning. I have a lot to do. Stop telling me what they're saying, please. Now you're not going to know what I'm doing today. Except I'm going to walk across the room. Maybe get some coffee. I don't know. Go make it. See, I make my own coffee. you know, I'm going to talk to my, my team. And probably joke around. I don't know. I never know what I'm going to do. And I make it that way. This way no one else knows. And that's all I'm going to say. Sending lots of love, peace, happiness, blessings. And do the right thing. Don't get caught up where innocent people get harmed. And it comes back to you. In any kind of way. You know, especially if you have kids and you're in prison for life. What's that going to do for your children? What's that going to do if you pass away because you decided to do revenge? Or you get, again, you get life. What's that going to accomplish? Nothing. Except you get life or you pass away because of you couldn't solve something and you took revenge. You took somebody, an innocent person or whatever. It doesn't have to be an innocent person. But when you are doing this magic and all that, you are taking innocent people. How do you think your loved ones, how they're going to take it? Especially, if, I don't know, a chosen one that was chosen, obviously, already broke the curse, but you were impatient to, finally have peace and benefit. So you're the one that put it back on your own family. Not the others. But I'm not going to explain all that again. before you do something stupid to, get revenge or stir up lies, which is criminal, to ruin people. Or, steal from people. I'm not saying in any way. What's that going to solve? What's that going to accomplish? Before you do something, think about, okay, well, if I do this and this happens, how's my loved ones here going to, be? It's not only about you. Yeah, you have to learn about yourself. But you have others around you. Before you, like I said, if drinking runs in the family, instead of being smart or getting, someone else who didn't drink to drive or whatever, but no, you decide, oh, I'm fine. I only had one or whatever. And you killed somebody or you got into a bad accident, whatever. How do you think your family's going to feel if they lost you? Or whatever. And if you made it through the crash, but you did damage to other people's family, and when you got sober or whatever, and you realize that you're behind bars. See, it's not that moment or whatever. You have to, think about the after, okay, well, if I drink, I don't want this to happen, so I'm not going to drive or whatever. You get what I mean? Yeah, you have to take care of yourself first in order for you to take care of others. But you get what I mean when I say there's others that you have to, think about. And there's a lot of stuff that, you do need to be patient about. Things don't just come to you. Stop. I don't know who said that, but they said that somebody said, yes, it does. If you do magic. Well, no. I mean, yeah, that's true. But those people don't tell you what will happen when it backfires. And everything gets taken away. But anyway, I've been on here way too long. And as I'm sitting here, trying to do this video. I know somebody's trying to do something, but hey, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. It's not me that's going to be backfired on. I could care less anymore what you think you can do or try to do, whatever. Again, it's not me that's going to backfire on, because I will never do revenge on anyone or harm anyone. But whatever. But like I said, sending lots of love, peace, blessings, and I hope you guys have a great day. And it's great timing because my phone is about to die. Oh well, what else is new? Anyway, ciao.